Okay, so I want to say welcome back after this very, very short break to the midweek edition of the program Issues in the Society. So, like I said earlier on, for those of you who are following us via our various social media platforms, we're asking you to share the live video, right? And you can have your say on issues we will be talking about here this morning. Okay, thank you, Venetia Junior Bai. He's following us there from New Crew Town. And so the rest of you, just tell us in the comment section where exactly you are following us from this morning as we go on to discuss issues of national importance. Yeah, on Kings 88.5. I'm Stephen Conton, like I told you. We hope any moment from now, Ali will join us again. Yeah, so we have to do some setup in order to, reach out to our people who always follow us on our various social media platforms. So I want to say happy Forces Day to every one of you out there, and also to the men and women in uniform. Yeah, it's just very important that we do that. Yeah, so today is the 69th, Armed Forces anniversary. So we'd like to say happy Armed Forces Day to everyone out there. And so on to this edition of the program, uh, we have a studio, the executive director, the executive director of the Adrex Youth Ministry Liberia Anna Conference, right? And so we will now cross over to him. Let just take this very, very short break. When we come back, we just cross over to him and just bring it on as we go on with issues we should be talking about here today. So let's cross over. Let's go for the break. When we come back, we cross over to him. That which is very, very much important here on this Wednesday edition of the program Issues in the Society. That which is very, very much important here. Yeah, so that's it. This break, then we go over to him. We bring it on this morning.
Where my freedom?
Exclusive from hotlbr.com.
When they were coming, they said they were freedom fighter. When they were coming, they said they were liberator. But when they eat their man, they change their mind.
Okay, all right, so welcome back. And let us now cross over to our guest here. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so it is good having you here today. You know, the last time we had an interaction, I just deemed it necessary that we bring you on so that we can be able to discuss issues that matter much to our society, most especially when we look at the issue that has to do with, the drug, because many of our young people have fallen prey to this issue of illicit drug. And so being one person who have been advocating for the period of time, I just deem it necessary, very, very much important to bring it on. So before we go further, I would like you to introduce yourself so that our audience out there can know exactly who we have here in studio today.
My name is Reverend Caleb S.G. Doma.
Okay.
I am the director for at-risk youth at the United Methodist Church.
Okay.
I'm also the lead pastor of Metro Harvest, the Church Without Walls.
Okay.
It's Church Without Walls because we don't have a building.
Okay.
We found ourselves in the ghetto ministering to people. We find ourselves in the street corners trying to reach out with the transformative power of God to reach out and transform people.
Okay, that's very important. I think our audience now have a fair appreciation of exactly who we have in our studio here. All right, so Mr. Odoman, very quickly, let us go into the ghetto. Like I said earlier on, the issue of drug over the period of time, is something that has been alarming. It's something that is alarming. And a lot of our young people today, when you check in the various ghettos, you will notice that a lot of our young people, left their very homes, from pleasure being in the ghetto. And so, with your organization, being one of the organizations that's engaged into, advocacy for those who are in various ghettos. Now, let us get your institution's involvement over the period of time. What are some of those things your institution has been involved with over the period of time?
First, let me start this like this. We started in the ghettos in 2017.
Okay.
And with Zogos We Care, and we were there ministering, taking people to rehabs and all of that.
Okay.
In 2022, being a United Methodist clergy,
Okay.
they appointed me to work directly with the youth program,
Okay.
first of its kind. And what we've been involved with over the years, we have been involved with rehabilitation. In fact, we started engaging ghettos and knowing the problems there. We started rehabilitating some people. We are now at the place where we are working with people from the ghetto, rehabilitating.
Okay.
Those that are in recovery, we are working with them to learn skills.
Okay.
Most importantly, we have 11 children in our safe house whose parents are from the ghetto.
Okay.
All these 11 children are in school. I mean, even the one that turns 2 years old next month is in school. We take care of their everyday need.
Okay.
And again, we got a huge accomplishment with the skill training program for the at-risk youth or those in recovery.
Okay, very, very good. But before we continue, let me bring on my colleague there, one of our panelists here, Aliyu Masale. Aliyu, welcome.
Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, our studio guest. Good morning, Jeanette. Good morning, Mama Labura. Glad to be here this morning.
Okay, thank you so much, Aliyu Masale. Now, so with what you have said, okay, very quickly, our other panelist has joined us, and Solomon Bakari. Let's bring you on. Bakari, good morning.
Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Aliyu. And of course, our one and only female, I am not seeing her, but good morning if you're in studio.
John or anytime soon.
Okay, and good morning to our wonderful people of Mama Liberia. And of course, not forgetting the one and only We Nation.
Okay, thank you so much, and that's our team there from the US. Okay, so we have Mr. Doman. He is the director of the At-Risk Youth Ministry Liberia and a conference of the United Methodist Church. And so today we'll basically be talking about issues, surrounding most of our young people who find themselves in the ghetto, and what his organization, his institution, has been doing over the period of time. And so let us go quickly right back to you, Mr. Doman. Like you stated, you have been engaging those young people in the ghettos, all around the cemetery, and so bring us up to speed. What are some of those stories at times you hear from them? What are some of those things that most of the time they tell you about probably what may have led them into the ghettos or whatsoever area they find themselves?
A lot of they are different stories.
Okay.
Some, the very older one, probably started from the war.
Okay.
Some started after Ebola. Some just got frustrated over the time and were looking for something to do that would release their frustration. Others were influenced by their friends. And, well, these are all just bad habits that they got into somehow. The thing about it is we are in a situation.
Okay.
You say it's alarming. For me, it's more than that.
Okay.
It has become a pandemic that we are not taking serious. Look, I tell people all the time, there was one case of coronavirus
Okay.
in Liberia. No, 3 cases of coronavirus in Liberia. We shut the whole country down. We got more than 1 million of our children on drugs, living in the ghettos, among the dead, in graveyards, and we still somehow are playing games with it. Our future is dying right before us, for we know that many of us, I mean, in fact, all of us, after 65, 70, our output will not be the same.
Okay.
These very children that are in the ghetto now should be the one replacing us.
Okay.
And now here we are, they are on drugs. And we are slow pace in working with it.
Okay.
I think if our human resources, we say 70% of our population is young people.
Okay.
We need to put 70% of our resources behind our young people, so that tomorrow we can flourish. I mean, I don't understand some of these.
Yeah, now, like you said, the last time you stated that even when you go to those various ghettos where those at-risk youth are, they have people they are so loyal to within the ghetto that they call them their bosses. And looking at the number increasing all of the times, increment in the number of young people that are, getting in the street, falling prey to these substances. What actually does it mean for our country, our democracy? What do you think will happen in the next decades to come?
I'm much more thinking about the social effect.
Okay.
The drug industry, the illicit drug industry, is the fastest growing industry in Liberia.
Okay.
Hey, at present, let me just stop and say thanks to the security apparatus.
Okay.
Our streets look clean. They've been working overtime to make sure that it's not in the street as it used to be.
Okay.
But the thing that we all fall short on is, even though we clean the street, we just send people on the hedges. We have not taken them off drugs. And my thing here is we need to take them off drugs. We need to make sure that they are included in our social economic upliftment.
Okay.
And they need to be contributor to the society. How can we do that? Unless we have rehabilitation, unless we find ways to empower them with skills and give them jobs. Okay. We are on the low side of it. I'm afraid.
Okay.
In 2022, the UN FPA and the Ministry of Youth and Sports gave us a statistic that said 20% of the youth are on drugs. 20% of 70% of our country is young people. 20% of that 70 is about a whooping 700,000, 800,000 people. That's 2022. With the drugs industry growing like this, I put it to 1.2 million now.
I spoke to my brother.
There's something wrong that we are not looking at. Hey, I'm afraid that pretty soon, if these drug laws decide to run for public office, we may elect more than half of our representatives who are connected with drugs.
Okay.
We may elect half of our senators who are connected to drugs. the sale of illicit drug. If this number, 1 million people, vote for one person, one drug law to be president, we all pray to it. Okay. Can we prevent this? Yes. And I'm happy that the government is taking steps with what DA, police, health, and everybody are doing now. Is taking steps. I am only saying these steps are slow in moving. At the pace we are moving, the drugs law are doing more than anything.
Okay, so let me quickly go over to our panelists there. Solomon Bakari, let's begin with you. Listen to the guests. You heard what you just stated. So let's get you.
Well, thank you very much. He put it well. Unless we really realize and recognize that our country is on severe attack when it comes to the use and abuse of drugs. And if the community, including the faith-based institutions, the non-faith-based institutions, unless we all come together and realize that we need to do something about the eradication of illicit substance in the country. And this is a situation. There are people in government that are also contributors to that. Most of them pretend as if they are against the drug situation in the country, but they really embrace it because they are user and they are also either distributors or in partnership with distributors. Once that is the case, we're not getting anywhere in fighting the drugs. If you go behind our churches, behind our mosque, everywhere in the community, somewhere there, we have a lot of drug users. And if we do not come together as a unit to see how best we can fight this disease, and if we don't know how to fight the disease, we're not going to get anywhere. You can put all the strong DEA people in a place to be killing the victims of the drugs. They're not going to stop it. But understanding the effects, the impact, in other words, and we know that this is wrong. This is not good for our society. Unless we realize that, they're always going to go on. Look, I don't care what a lot of people say about President Trump. He always said to people, my brother was alcoholic, and I saw the impact of alcohol, and I don't drink at all. I don't smoke, I don't drink. So when he became president, one of the stuff he been doing is that most of our big cities, and even some of the smaller cities, they have the problem with drugs. So the next step was to say, okay, we're gonna cut off the supply lines. When we cut off the supply lines, then we can effectively see how we can fight the use and abuse of drugs within the society. If we do not take that same approach, even though we may not have the means to be bombing or shooting down people that may use our boat to bring drugs from Brazil or from all the other countries near us. When you cross the ocean, you are in Liberia. Once we don't stop the supply line, we still have that problem. Today, if you go in some of the rural areas, even where we have the school in rural areas, thinking that that was a safe haven. Today, most of our blackboards, because some of them they are made out of material that has wood dust. So those people they can destroy the blackboard every day. We decided to even not to use blackboard anymore, but to use the cement wall as a blackboard. Why? Because other people they are addicted to substance abuse, so that anything that can make them high, anything that have family high content in it, anything that has all those residue of synthetic drugs, they use them. So as the brother in studio is saying, we need to put our resources. The churches should not sit back and say, well, this is government not fighting it. The most people should not sit back and say, well, government not fighting it. Or even our various communities, we need to collectively fight. And the way we can fight it effectively, you bring about what are these illicit drugs? What are the positive impacts of drugs use? And what are the negative impact of drug use? Once we begin to educate and find solution to that, you will see it will be either eradicated or minimized. But other than that, it's a serious problem in the country. And of course, as the brother said also, those people, some of them they are there for protection. Many of us, we see them, we say, oh, there's Zogo, the this, the that. So we don't want to be closer to them. We don't want to befriend them so that we can educate them to value and evaluate and find solution. We don't do that. So if they can go to a Cotton, and Cotton can give them a safe haven, that protection, even though drug abuse and drug use is killing them, but because of the protection they have out there, so they rather stay there than to come in the city where government, church, mosque, they're not doing anything but just to ridicule them. So they find safe haven in some of those stuff. So we need to find a better way of approaching the situation. That would be able to do well.
Okay, thank you. Let's see whether we can get on Aliyu as well. Then we'll come back to our guest. Aliyu Masale, are you there? Okay, I think Aliyu should be busy. Yeah. So before I come back to my colleague, Janet Pesiman, we are talking about this drug issue. Just in recent time, there was this little girl whose picture makes some round on Facebook, right? And there were a lot of people posting a picture, seeing her with a young baby. And we are told that one way or the other, she's somebody who has a link to the ghetto. So can you bring us up to speed about this little girl's story? Because there were a lot of people who say all sort of things about her at that age, having child. What do you know about this particular story?
To protect the little girl, I don't want to call her name.
Okay.
But if we are talking about the same person, this little girl is 14 years old.
Okay.
She is the first of 7 children.
First of 7?
First of 7 children.
Okay.
When they were 6, we had her in our program and we were getting ready to send her to school.
Okay.
The mother and the grandmom took her away because the mother had a baby and she needed somebody to help her take care of the baby. Take care of the baby. We protested, but hey, that was her child. We were thinking about the interest of the child. People said they are family. We cannot separate the family.
Okay.
But I think she is first and foremost a child of Liberia. Then she is a child of this parent who is not taking care of her properly.
Okay.
They are 7, plus her baby will make them 8. Her 7 siblings, her baby, her mother, and her grandma live in the same house.
Okay.
I mean, the same room.
Okay.
Because they cannot afford. In fact, right after here, I'm going to look for her.
Okay.
Okay.
I intend to I intend to take them over to our safe house.
Okay.
Because I think if we don't do something about it, she and everyone else become a liability in the future. It hurts me that a child born in Liberia today will be treated the way it is, and we only think, as bad as it is, that rape is the only thing that we can hold somebody for. Or when you mistreat a little child like that, everybody say, "Oh, that her daughter." Hey, look, she is a Liberian first and foremost. Even though she came through you, she belongs to a nation.
Okay. Okay, so let me bring on Janet. Janet, you listen to the guests, and let get you on Janet Pesima.
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that they are trying so hard to make sure to take, good care of our youth and all the reasons why they are involved in these things. And like Solomon said, there are many reasons or different reasons why these children, get involved into these things. Maybe, peer pressure, lack of family involvement, early use, and many of them mental health problems. Like he said, the war and everything made our children to get involved into these things. But then, like the Reverend, what's his name, please? I don't want to say.
Yeah,
He's Caleb Doma. I'm
Caleb
sorry.
Doma.
Caleb,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mr. Caleb
Mr.
Doma.
Caleb Doma, yeah. So these are the reasons for which the children get involved. But I mean, they are not getting the real education, like people trying to educate them and counselors, people to be able, like Solo said, we isolate them. We make sure we put them so far from us. I don't want to be identified with this person because we were schoolmates or we're neighbors, or she's my nephew. I mean, my cousin, or he's my nephew and he's involved with these things. So we push them so far. So for you people getting involved and making sure to educate the people, and in Liberia, most of us believe when they talk about drugs addiction, it's just limited to the illicit drugs and other things, but they put alcohol aside. And that's where it starts from. Because once you get used to drinking alcohol and it can't work the way you want it to work, you get involved with those bigger ones that's taking the lives of, people. I saw on the internet yesterday, this boy graduated from BW Harris, you can imagine. And then because of drugs, he died. Left his parents in so much pain. So if we have people taking the initiative, calling the family members and calling the people, we need to bring these people closer. They are still citizens. They are still Liberians. They are all our family members. There's a need that we bring them closer, provide some of their needs. Sometimes people get carried away because they want, this. I want this thing and I can't get it, so I get involved in all of these funny things. So if we have people coming around, educating people, making sure that we have people like Mr. Carabin coming around, educating people, telling the people the damage, the side effects, the advantage and disadvantage of these things, I'm sure people will start to leave these things. And like he said, people pay attention to rape and other things, but this is more deadly than just this rape of a thing. So that's a need that people come in, and I want to say thank you so much for making follow up on that little girl and a lot of other people to help them feel needed, to make them to feel that they are part of the society and they can make the difference. Like you said, the youth are going, and those are people that are supposed to take after you guys. And then if they are so much into those things and they remain there, what becomes of Liberia? They are the future leaders of tomorrow, and they are involved with these things. So these are things we should do. Carry on more, awareness, educate them, and help people to do the right thing.
Thank you. Sometimes when we think about people being on drugs, we think people walk. It was those that were frustrated for some reason. It was those that got influenced to it for other reasons. But think about it this way: you got a elementary school here, and somebody selling milk candy and putting drug into it. I mean, Is somebody planning deliberately to get somebody hooked so that they can do their business?
Yes.
When you put drug into soup that the public is meant to buy, you try. I mean, I think these are all criminals.
These are criminals.
You put one of the children in our safe house. We took him from the garbage can right on Front Street on a rainy day. Okay. When two drug addicts were fighting and they got tired with this kid and threw him in the garbage, and we took him out when he was 3 months old.
Wow.
Today, this year, he will be 6.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Nobody has ever come to say, how is he? I mean, the last one we got, who is going to be 2 months old, 2 years old next year. From Zimbabwe, I took the mother to the hospital.
In the Zimbabwe, on the Bushra Island?
No, in Pingsville, Congo Town area.
Okay.
I took her to the hospital. I mean, she delivered. She ran away. Even though I still see her, and I made a pact with all of them that this is your child. All I will do is take care of this child to be where it is. None of them have. I sent the father to rehab. He stayed there for some time, and then he left. His brother took him in. He said his brother was soldier man, and his brother couldn't gave him chance. So every time I see him here again, nobody asked for this child.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I mean, and I'm saying to be an addict. Is that those that are necessarily frustrated, influence? There are children. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
There was a girl at Pelham Building who was pregnant. We help her do her medical all the time. When she delivered, I asked for the child. She said no. But I kept carrying food, Pampers, and clothes for the child. One day I went, and she was in the graveyard and living in the grave with the child.
Okay.
I gave her her Pampers, the milk for the child, and I sat with her a little while. While talking, she was boiling her tea.
Okay.
And I just said to her, I know, after about 5-10 minutes, I said, I know you don't want to give me some of your tea, so I'm going. She said, no, Pastor, they're not tea. The grass are boiling to give to the lady girl, so she can drink, so she can drink it, and then I'll be able to go hustle tonight when she's sleeping.
Wow.
I mean, I got her from there broken. I reached home, cried that night because here is a little girl who is not going to go anywhere in life. I mean, before 3 years old, she will be an addict.
Wow. Okay.
It was not, this is not peer influence. It's influenced by another addict.
Yeah.
Like we say.
Yeah.
Well, in as much as I don't blame the people, I mean, I talk about we victimizing the victims who are the drug users. I think somebody alluded to it. These people have no way of bringing a ship from South America, taking that ship to South Africa, offloading it on another ship to North Africa, and then bringing some of it here, because they got to change their route so that nobody can know what they are bringing and all of that. It's an expensive thing.
Okay.
And when it gets on the market here, hey, they try to make their money.
Wow.
They try to make their money.
Okay, let's hold you there quickly. John, over to Aliyu. I think Aliyu is back now. Aliyu Masale, are you there? Yeah, you need to unmute yourself. We are not getting you. So go ahead.
Yes. Thanks to our studio guest, Mr. Dorman. But I say we should tell you thank you for the tremendous work you are doing, and we all say thank you.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
This issue about drugs in the country, it is just, well, again, thank be to God, and we want to say thanks to this administration, Mr. Bokai, because like you said, and I have been hearing it, and myself, I always on social media, I see some stuff going on. At least the way in which drugs were like all in the street, I think they have been cut down a little bit, and which is a good thing because these were some of the things they campaign on heavily that they were going to make sure to get rid of drugs, even though it is still in the country, but the way in which, even though I'm not there, but I'm informed about Liberia, and as I'm not seeing it like that, at least they are getting rid of people selling all in the street like it used to be before. Yeah, that's a good thing. Liberia is all we have, and we should always learn to put the interests of our country above everything. What you just said, if you get a baby and boiling grass or opinion whatsoever to give it to that baby to be sleepy, so in the night you can get in the street as a mother. And that child coming up when they get up, drugs is already in your system. And for what you're doing over there is very, very much important for our country. And I think people who have the mind of fighting drugs, people who empathize and see those children in the street as even if it were my child, what will I do? I think they need to reach out to you at least to be able to help you out because you are doing a great job and you need assistance and people should be able to reach out to you because the issue about drugs in the country, it is something that is alarming. It's a national disaster, a national issue that everybody needs to pay attention to. These are the future generation that we depend on tomorrow. And to see everybody getting into drugs because of frustration, because of peer pressure and other things, like that baby growing up now, what will you do? If you just the 2 months or your man giving you something to drink, then if you live with your mother till you start to know yourself, what become of you? You become another addict. But all I can say is thanks for everything you do for the country, and may God bless you. And those that are out there, that we are all against the drugs issue, I think this is time that we can reach out to you to see whatever assistance we can give you as well for what you're doing for our country and for our brothers and sisters out there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Aliyu.
And
Yeah, you want to comment? You want to comment, Solomon?
yes, and one of the things, of course, we want to give thanks to them. In fact, it would be good for us to get to know one another in service providing. For us, our organization, we mostly doing preventive measure. Uh, and as we grow and get the resources, we're going to extend to what they are doing. And some of the things that we can do together as Liberians or Friends of Liberia is how do we effectively fight this? One of the things, I may be wrong, but one of their concerns, and that is very, very, uh, they are focusing on uh, is that, well, the parents, they are already like this, but the younger ones that they are born in the ghettos and what have you, uh, those are their primary. Again, I said to be corrected. And they doing very well because you mentioned that one of them they took at the age of 3 months, and now the child is growing, and the other one at the, I think 2 months or so. And the other one, uh, they have about 7 or 8 in the house, and what have you. Some of the strategies that we can also apply is that uh, getting them to our comfort zone that we think that would be the better place for them to be. Of course, don't get me wrong, it can be a better place to be too, but fighting or educating them to where they are, especially the particular girl who the parents, I think the mom gave birth, and then they want her to go to take care of that other child. Uh, and because of that, it really, really interfere with their involvement in helping her to be off drugs. But I think if they are in a home and we have the capability or the capacity to go in a home and be all things to the family, and then even educate the entire family. You gradually go there, whatever you were doing for that particular person, you start doing it to the family, because some of these families, they support the habit of some of the children. Why? Because drug is um it's a serious, fast growing, money making thing. So this other person may not really be using it, but they may be selling it. And what at all, they may be using that and sell their body for survival. And they are the sole survivor, provider of their homes. So sometimes the parents, they look at it and say, well, I know this is a bad habit, but this is where we getting some of our daily living from. So that's why I say, if we know how to attack the situation, how to get involved in educating the people, it will be effective. For us, we use soccer as a bait, and kickball to get most of the young people, and then we educate them on the impact, the pro and cons of drugs. Because drug, if you use it in the necessary amount that the body can use for survival, or for safety, that can be used. Because marijuana, those things were used for medical purposes. But then once you abuse it and become addictive, then you see the impact that it's going to destroy you instead of benefiting you. So those are some of the things that need to be done to prevent it, and then to be to the other people the way we can deal with them.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Solomon Bakaris. Before we go over to Jenin, so Mr. Doman, your institution would like to know, because there are a lot of people following us out there, and like to know, how do you people incorporate these at-risk youth into your safe house? How do you go about bringing them on board? And again, what are some of the initiatives you people are involved in, like or breaking them back, that after a certain period of time they will be accepted in society? So let us address this issue.
In addressing, I was coming to the point of addressing it just now.
Okay.
We have two major programs.
Okay.
One is the Hard School Alumni Association.
Okay.
Hard school, because living the life in the ghetto is a hard life.
Okay.
HARD, Hard School Alumni Association.
Okay.
We meet with about 10, 15 of them twice a month.
Okay.
They tell their stories. They encourage each other to stay sober. We talk about these children. We got 7 of them that we are sponsoring into college. We got about 10 of them in high school. We are, empowering them so that they can get educated and take over from where we are.
Okay.
We also got the parents support group. They come, they cry on each other. They pray with each other. They talk about their circumstances. One person advice help to strengthen the other person. And we live like, they too meet twice a month at our place. When we were talking, someone talked about, I'm into a lot of prevention thing also.
Okay.
Today we are just key on this. I used to play basketball.
Okay.
I played on the national team for 8 years. I've used basketball as a vacation thing to talk to the parents, go to work. Even when children are on vacation. Our idea has been, bring them to us. They will stay with us for 8 hours. When you're going back home, you pick them up and carry them. So we are the only one who do it this way.
Okay.
It's not because of the money. It's because we think about our tomorrow. We think about the future of these children. If you leave them home and they walk into the community, it's like walking among a pack of wolves who ready to sell anything. Look, I went to the Southeast, and when I got there, I realized some of the things they call gold mine and mine, they were all ghetto centers.
Wow.
Drug. These people who own the place, the children will start to work. Then they will say, my man, take that here and get in Zico.
Wow.
They will keep doing it. When the person get addicted to it, he say, my man, on the market, you got to buy it. So you say, oh, okay, give me some, let me get in Zico. By the end of when you're ready to pay, or you take it from there.
The money. Okay.
So by the time they get ready to tip it, they don't have anything. But they are hooked on drugs. So they got to keep on taking the drugs. And the medical drugs are being misused also now. Tramadol and all those things. I mean, I'm glad that I am now in contact with the DEA, the police. I'm trying to make contact with the medical people, the pharmaceutical, those that are regulating medication in the country, so that we can work together. This thing is more than we just see. It has become someone who is sitting outside of here, way of making themselves rich at the expense of life, and we cannot afford it. Our children are our children. They are our tomorrow. They are us, our extension into the future. 100 years from now, our children will be the leaders. When I say our children, those that come from us and their children and their children. If we don't take care of them now, we are just leading ourselves to damnation. Because we will not be, we will perish. But unless we have a vision to work with our children, to uphold them, to uplift them, those children you see in the ghetto, they are the best of us.
Of course.
They are smart. They are clever. One of them repaired my computer remotely. I refused to give it to him in the ghetto. He just scrapped a telephone number and said, when you get home, call me. And I did call him because I wanted to be true to him. He said, put on your computer. What do you see? I said, some blue stuff there. He said, okay, press this button. Press that button.
Someone from the ghetto.
And we kept on doing it.
Oh, yeah.
After about 10 minutes, he said, cut it off. Put it back on now. What do you see? When I did it, it's been 3 years ago. Miraculously, that computer has never given me a hard time. I went back to him. I thanked him. I told him, let's start a shop, repair shop. He said, PA, that money can come slow. I mean, you see, of course I know the money can come slow, but that's why we go to school. We take 14, 15 years in high school, including that thing they call kindergarten and all those type of things. You come and go to college. It's the discipline of getting up every morning, going to a place and saying you're working and earning the money. It's not actually the thing that you learned that I did math at LU. How does it apply to my life now? It doesn't. Since I went to seminary, the math and physics that I learned at LU are nothing to me. But I am saying, when we teach, we need to start teaching the basic thing, the discipline of making sure that we can keep the one thing continuously until we master what we are doing.
All right, Jenna, you want to say something?
I want to ask him a question before saying
ahead.
what I want to say. I mean, how old is the vision, the initiative concerning what you've started?
I've been in the ghetto since 2017.
Since 2017.
2017. When I started this, I didn't know where I was going. I started engaging people there, and I've learned a lot over the years that these children that we are all afraid of, if you win their trust, I got my phone stolen from my house. I don't know who did it. And 2 days later, the police on Center Street called me. I said, yeah. Was your phone stolen? I said, yeah. You know, I gave my number in the ghetto. They all know my number. Was your phone stolen? I said, yes. They said, come to the police station. I went to the police station. They said, describe the future of your phone. I said, I got a lot of pictures from the ghetto. In fact, 90% of it will be pictures from the ghetto. And graciously, I received it. Wow. They took it to Gurney and Kerry Street to sell it. One of the boys from Penal Building saw it, and he jacked it and ran to the police station and said, this is our papi phone. Somebody stole it and want to sell it.
Wow.
When they win your trust, they win it. They are loyal to the code. Look, something made them to go there. And I am saying, no, I go to the ghetto, we hawk, we do that. People say, oh, this one. I say, yeah. I will be all things to all people so that I will win some.
Okay, and my next question is, you know, have you affected lives of people outside Monrovia, or, you know,
like, so whether the entire issue of the decentralized?
We have a station in Tottenhamburg now.
Okay.
Our last set of programs, 38 girls graduated from it. They were doing the rehabilitation and they were doing soap making, baking, tailoring, and all of that. They graduated January 7th.
Oh, okay. That's
the next term starts in March. There. We are renovating a building in Lower Lofa. They call it Bientown, right after the St. Paul River, for bone and to start a rehab there.
A region or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have a building in Grand Bassa that in April we are going to start to renovate so that we can use it. This thing is not drug is not a Monrovia Center thing.
We know that.
Drug is affecting our children across in every hamlet, in every village. We cannot just center it around Monrovia. Even though Monrovia has the highest population, but our children are dying
definitely
everywhere.
Yeah. So you know, she asks a very beautiful question, because if you just hear about the fight against a drug, it's something that is just limited to Monrovia. Most often, the LD all of the time, the work they're doing, Monrovia. And like you said, in the various counties, you go on those various gold mines. Most of the young guys are there. Like the people that doing the fishery business in the Leeward counties. You know, these things are going on a daily basis. But everybody's focus is just on Monrovia. And a lot of our young people, you know, counties, trust me, they are dying slowly to this particular thing we are talking about. All right, so folks,
I still want to say something.
Go ahead.
Yeah, when I talked about, you know, influence, I was speaking about that. For example, you know, when you talk about influence, you're talking about having the power or ability to you know, to affect somebody either positively or negatively. He spoke about this girl father who is involved as well. So if you in a home where you see your father is drinking alcohol every other time or taking the drugs, you feel safe to take it. You say it's a good thing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. So that's why I spoke about influence. These things derive from influence. Like, I got so much trust and respect for you, and you told me that, Jenna, you know what, that be able to go and steal this thing and you know, would do well. And I said, okay, but he has been doing it and nothing happened, so let me get involved. He will not tell me because I believe in you so much. So these things come from that. Look at this mother who are cooking the glass to give it to his baby, because she has the power to affect this child either positively or negatively. And you now, as the pastor, you thought it wise to say, you know what, I'm going to try so hard to affect the people, educating them and making sure and making them to feel that they are part of the society. So that's what I spoke about, you know, influence when it comes to that aspect.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Before we go over to our team, so I asked a question and I would like you to address that particular issue. Like I said, there are a lot of people who are following us And one thing I always say that one way or the other, every household in Liberia, one way or the other, you may have somebody who is linked to this drug issue.
Definitely.
And so there are a lot of people following us now, and they will let to know. By which means can we bring over probably our children who are falling prey to this drug to your safe house? How can we go about doing that?
In a safe house, we take children below 9, and they can only stay there until they are 14 years old. How can we get people to our safe house?
Okay.
Normally, we see the conditions and we take them. Police bring them to us, and with our work, we're getting by the end of this month, by the 15th of next month, we should be moving to another place that we will be taking in. We got only 11 now. We'll be taking in at least 25 person. We are expanding our services because we know Liberia needs it. So we'll involve, we greatly involve the Ministry of Gender into this because it is children and they will know what we are doing.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go over once again to...
let me just remind you.
Okay.
It's not just an orphanage.
Okay.
That people will walk in and say, "Oh, this child doesn't."
Oh.
Yeah.
In Liberia, our context, uncles and aunts are there. When I was growing up, I was always told my aunt or my uncle had more word to say in my growing up than my father and my mother. So I think we want to just encourage this type of thing that you will take care of your brother's children when he's no more. Is children who are in desperate conditions, who really need the help, who, if nothing happens, will become a liability soon. Because their mother and their father don't have the correct judgment anymore in life, because drugs have worn out their brain to the point where they cannot even do anything straight for themselves. These are the children that desperately needed.
You people incorporate. All right. So now let us go over to Solomon. Solomon, let's bring you on once again, and after that, then we can see how best to go to the line and get from our people out there. Solo, welcome back.
Thank you very much. And I want to say many thanks to Minister or Pastor Dumba. That's the last name, right?
Yeah. Caleb Doma.
Yeah. So that is awesome. Again, all of us, those of us who are service providers, as I said before, it will be good for us to network and see how best we can do God's ministry. I always tell people that the Bible says, whatever you do as unto God. So what we do is not just humanitarian something, but it is a ministry that God has called us to do. Some people will be in a pulpit to be planning on the pulpit or be yelling and all those stuff. That is as good as well. And some of us we take these kind of initiative to do what we're doing. So I really want to be thankful to you. I don't know whether you guys have a website. If you have a website, it would be good for you to share that. And all of us, we can work together collectively. For us, our target population, especially for the psychosocial programs, is from 8 years to 26. And again, as I said, we do a preventive than actually treating the actual problem. And since you guys are treating the actual problem, you got a safe house. When we network, I think it will impact the country. So I really want to commend you on that. You know, the way in which people are doing in Liberia, the government, I think my co-host, Mr. Masale, mentioned, and we gave a credit to the government. But what the government is actually doing is destroying the cells. But you can destroy all the cells. You are not changing the habit. You are just moving them from certain location and things like that. But they are still being entrapped with drugs. And this is where the Safe House and some other people, this is where they come in to see how best we can destroy the actual tent that destroy the community. And the actual tent is not those shafts that the government destroying or the DA destroying, but the actual tent is the mindset, the heart. And if we can destroy that heart and replace it with a different building, the building of self-esteem, the building of being drug-free, those things they will impact our people, our community. So that's what I really wanted to say to the minister, to the pastor, regarding what God is doing through him.
Thank you so much. So you want to respond to what he talked about?
I totally agree with you.
Okay.
We need this partnership. We need to work together. We need to put all hands on deck. This menace is so much that government alone can't do it. Individuals cannot do it. In fact, 5 years ago, I started to say, if we do this thing properly, it gives employment to more than 50,000 people in Liberia.
Okay.
If we do it properly, I mean, you need security, you need psychosocial counselors, you need counselors, you need mental health people, and you need doctors, you need nurses, and you need a whole lot of people. What I want to, in fact, one of the things that we will be doing in March, at the end of March, is we are caregivers. We are having a training a 1 week training for caregivers. And Pastor, my number is 077-999-111. Call me. Let's talk about it. Everybody out there, if you have a problem, that's my personal number.
Okay.
077-999-111. Call me, and we can always talk about it.
Okay, thank you. Ali, you want to say something?
Please keep that number, and then I get it for you later.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
And more than that, my website, metroharvestliberia.org.
Okay, because I have few organizations in Liberia that I have on my website, so that I will go through again to see whether your organization is one of those. Because whatever we gather from the social media, whether it is true or not true, so those are some of the things that we have. But we compare notes and see how best God can use all of us in sharing the gospel of love.
Amen.
Okay, thank you so much. Ali, you want to come in, then we'll go to the line now.
Hello, Stevie, can you guys hear me?
We are getting you loud and clear. You want to come in quickly, then we'll go to the lines.
No, we can go to the line because we don't have time again. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So 077-223-9933, 0886-304497, 077-9803-75 are the numbers to call this morning, and you have your say on issues we are talking about here this morning. We have with us Reverend Caleb S.G. Doman. He is the director of the At-Risk Youth Ministry Liberia Anna Conference, the United Methodist Church. And this morning we are talking about issues, that has to do with drug. Have most of our young people, they're all in the ghettos. These things that are happening, and the efforts they have been making through this particular institution to ensure that they cater to those at-risk youth and other vulnerable young people in society. So 077-223-9933, 0886304497, 0777980375 are the numbers to call. The telephone lines have been activated. These are the numbers to call this morning and have your say on issues we are talking about here this morning. Very quickly, while we await the callers, let us quickly recognize a few of our people who are following us here this morning. Venetia Junior Bar, thank you. He's following from New Crew Town. Francis S. Jusu, thank you, Francis Rose Quete. Well, I get this person very quickly. This person on this line. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. You're alive.
So the reason why the people not calling because they're not talking to the brother now, right? It's about people not calling now. Yeah, they're not expecting that kind of topic because
Go ahead. Go to the issue, my brother.
Yeah, the issue is I think the pastor for what the issue they are undertaking. I think it's very much. We're all done in our weak way in the community level to also carry on the advocate.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's get to this other caller here. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. You are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. You are live. You are live on the radio. Go ahead. Yeah, you are live. We are getting you clear. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you for the show. Good morning to the pastor. I want
Come again. Hello. Hello. Hello.
I want to but what I want to say, there's another church, there's going to put a whole people. But we mentioned so many things about it, another church.
Man, that's not what we are discussing here. That's not what we are discussing. Speak to the issue and forget about what we are not talking about. We're not allow you come. You call on the radio. We are discussing something specific here. So when you call, you speak to the issues we are talking about. This drug issue we are talking about. It is something that affects everybody, every household in Liberia. These are issues we are talking about. Then you want to divert to something else? No. We're not keep you on the line. 0772239933, 0886304497, 0777980375 are the numbers to call and make your points on issues we are talking about here. So let's go and recognize our people once again. C is following off. Thank you, Zulu. Thank you so much. C is following us. CJ Jeremiah Colley. Colley is also following us, and it's a great. Patricia Jipla is also following us there from New Crew Town. Okay, thank you. Greatnet Gibson. Gibson is also following us as well. We have here Prince Raya is also following us. Thank you so much. And we have here Calvin Soko. Soko is following us. He's a great studio guest. Mary Tule. Tule is also watching us from New Georgia area there. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go over to the guests while we say wait more calls here. Oh, Mr. Dumba, probably there are other issues you want to make mention of, or probably we never asked about. We can give you the time to talk about this issue while we await more calls.
While we are doing this, I just really want to be grateful to the General Board of Global Ministries of the United Methodist Church. They have been tremendous in their support to our efforts. In fact, just from the 14th to the 18th of January, they sponsored us to have Say No to Drugs conference in Liberia for the West Africa Central region.
Stevie Konto.
Yeah, Aliyu.
Sorry, I'm about to leave you guys. Yes, but please make sure you get a studio guest number for me. Thank you.
I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it in the chat.
We appreciate you coming on, and we look forward to working together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, go ahead.
We had it, and there were 5 countries represented: Senegal, Nigeria, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, and Liberia. And we hosted it at the Lagoon few weeks ago. I also want to say thanks to the Madalima Boeing Foundation.
Okay, Lema Bowie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peace Foundation. They contributed 10,000. They they granted us $10,000.
Okay.
That has been helping us with our safe house, feeding and sending the kids to school and all of that. All I'm saying here, I want to be thankful to the government of Liberia, because the environment is looking enabling, and our children are not in the street as they used to, even though I know they have gone to the hamlets. But the street looks safer than it used to be. I know where they are. I found them. In fact, Saturday, I'm either going to the graveyard to go sit with some and talk. We will have lunch together, and I will see if I can carry 5 of them to the rehab this week before I go to my annual conference. This is a joy. Like somebody said, look, like I always say, I am called to ministry, but not to stand in a box every Sunday and yell at people. I am called to work with people to change life in a transformative way. And this is what God has called us to make disciples for Jesus Christ, for the transformation of the word. It takes a lot of things to do that. Sometimes you get dirty. You know why they call fishers of men? You can never be a fisher of man, a fisherman, without fish scale getting on you, without smelling like a fish. We need to dirty ourselves with the lives of the people, so that they can get clean and work through it. So our work is this. Even though we get hurt in the process, even though we get misunderstood and all of that, we still work with them. One of the girls said the last time, damn, man, you really let our business. When I chunk him with bag of water, it's still
that.
But this is it. We need to love when loving is difficult. We need to do it and not give up on them. When you don't give up on them, in fact, there is one of the people that I am seriously going after now and making sure that she stays good. Look, this girl is talented. Talented. Her name is Monica. Talented. She comes to my services. She plays the drum. When you give her the cultural drum, and you see, and she sings.
Wow.
When we get, if Monica gets from there, her testimony alone will help other people out. And I'm praying for her day and night.
All right. So very quickly, let us cross over to Solomon. Solomon, we have just 2 minutes to go. Let's get your parting statement as we go home.
Well, thank you very much again. As I said, that is a great ministry, and every child of God should be there for one another. And we can do these services by working together. Because, as I said, I want to say many thanks to the director or the executive director of the Safe House, and also the staff. Again, let us continue to pray for one another, pray for our country, and impact our country so that Liberia will be a better Liberia. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jennifer Sima. Let's get you.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to the pastor for, the thoughts, the vision to want to help our people. Like you said, everyone, one way or the other, is affected, by that's happening in our country. So our people should join hands with him. Those of the people that have the financial strength and all other things to be a part of it. And I want to say thank you, Pastor, and I wish you a happy Armed Forces Day.
Okay, so Pastor, let's get you on. Just a minute.
To the gallant men of the Armed Forces of Liberia, Armed Forces Day.
Yeah.
To you in studio, thank you for the invite. for getting this message across.
Okay.
And to, in fact, I call them my diamonds in the dirt.
I know. They are.
Look out soon. I'm launching a book about my work in the ghetto and all the recovery and all of that. It's a devotional. It's also entitled Diamonds in the Dirt. They are precious to me. I would love to continue this work, no matter what, until everyone is out. This is the pledge that I've made to in fact, this is my resolution that I've made to myself over the last 3 years. I have not changed it. To be more caring than I was the year before. Thank you all there, listeners. Let's put all hands on deck so that our children can be our tomorrow, so that they can be our projection into the future. We cannot sit here and let our future die before us. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I want to say thanks to every one of you who follow us and also follow the program as well. I'm Stephen Compton, and this is how we go home on today's edition of the program, Issues in the Society. Do have yourself a blessed day.
The freedom fighter you killing our children. Freedom fighter you destroying our country. Freedom fighter. Ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Yo, yo, yo,